Alright, so I had originally made a video to show you guys kind of how I had the phone themed, and I made a second video, but I realized that I had the dots for my password showing. I didn't feel comfortable with it, so I just decided to redo it. So this time I'm going to kind of take you guys through exactly what's running hardware-wise on the phone. I guess you could say hardware. Anyway, let's go to About Phone. Running a 6.0.1 Android, but I am running a custom operating system. I'm running Cyanogen OS. So I'll show you guys the Easter egg, which some of you guys didn't even know existed. Has a little Flappy Bird clone to it. Crap, I've never been any good at it. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so OnePlus One, this phone used to be, you couldn't even buy it. It was custom. You had to have an invitation to buy it, but I managed to get my hands on one back in the early days. The great thing about it is that you can root it and you can change operating systems and it doesn't void the warranty. They make all types of custom stuff for it, and it's great for that. I have the developer options on, so I can do things like advanced reboot, which I actually need to turn on. Data cyanogen recovery, and I actually took it upon myself to change the transition skills, which means that there won't be so much animation when I go in and out, which is why my phone is running a little bit faster. What else? I was showing different apps that I use. Textra is a really good app that you can kind of customize the colors and things like that when you do text messages. What else? What else is another thing that I use? That's pretty cool. I've always wanted to use Cyberdust. It's kind of like Snapchat for text messages, but alas, nobody else is really on there. I use Firefox as my browser because I don't know, I just don't like Chrome like that. I always end up going back to it, but still, minimal settings, pretty good if you're looking for wallpapers and things like that. But like I say, I personally use Zedge most of the time. Google Play Music, use that instead of Spotify because you get YouTube Red with it, even though I don't actually use YouTube Red, but still. SwiftKey, pretty good app if you looking for something to type with. I'm using Flexi right now, but as far as just straight out typing goes, SwiftKey is very intuitive. There's no type of learning curve to it. I use Weather Underground for the weather. I use Waze if I'm going out of town or whatever and I need directions. You can change the voices on there and things like that. Like at one point they had like Colonel Sanders and T-Pain and Snoop Dogg. And another thing is it'll actually tell you where you're coming up to a speed trap, which is pretty freaking neat. What else? Yappy. I use Yappy. With it, you can send text messages on your computer, and it'll send it through your phone. So that, like, let's say if you got the phone charging, but you're on the computer, you don't have to get up and look at the phone every time that you want to make a text message. So it's pretty freaking good. One day I'll tell you guys about rooting, and rooting is where you would need Super SU and TWRP Manager, but none of that's important right now. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and call this particular video a wrap.